What's up, Pick Central? TJ, I'm going to send you something, and then when I start talking about it, you can kind of tease it, pull it up. Pick Central Thursday, day before 4th of July break. We kind of talked about it a little bit on Hot Ice, Marty.
Did you move because of the mic? That was the most. I look so sad over here.
It's like quarantine. It looks like quarantine now. Yeah, it's fine.
I know. It's just
all right.
sad. This picture.
Now I gotta go fucking bounce it
look
back.
like no
I like it
one's
this way because we
staying
had
out.
you would think you would move there, but whatever. I also don't think that mic works either. I can't hear it. Try it again. No, it's not. It's just gonna be like, look at this fucking. It's like substitute.
Check 1 2.
All right, he's good. No, we'll bounce back and forth. Tomorrow, if you work in the cubes, Carl actually said it's like you can really like get high level people on calls. Tomorrow's kind of pointless in the cubes.
Yeah.
Like half day, like you work in an accounting firm and a marketing firm. Like, what's the point of bringing people in there for 4 hours?
Just to make them miserable. But
Yeah,
everyone's so excited. Like, even if you go, you're just talking to everyone about your plans for the weekend because everyone is saying, "What are you doing for the 4th?"
Of course.
And no one cares about the. I can't sit here. This looks
That
like
is a crazy
I'm
thing.
on a fucking island over here. 1 second.
Come sit over here.
Who does those things with the edits? Is there a way to add like more chairs or put them further away, like how they move them further and further away? All right, Eb. Place of business.
Got a little twerk going.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're taking calls.
Get over here.
Heavy
I
calls.
like it over here. That mic is beat.
Is Brandon never coming in again?
Listen, took 4 days. I took the 4. You're entitled to the 4 days. I have no problem with taking 4 days, but can't be criticizing me when I take my 4
Well,
days.
he's not going to be back for a while.
Really?
He's in Mississippi the entire month.
No.
Yep.
What?
He's in Mississippi for the entire July.
So his lease in Jersey ended on today.
Okay.
His lease, his like filler lease, so he can spend football season up here, doesn't start till August 1st. So he's like bouncing around in Mississippi for the next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, what are we doing with the show?
Shit, I mean,
Like, I was just no. He doesn't tell us.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to know the whole.
I
mean,
think he plans to
Win
do
total
remote.
Wednesdays.
He
Like,
tells TJ and thinks that like, oh, that's it. That's all we need
I
to
think
tell.
he's planning on helping remotely, but I don't think he learned how to do that. So
This guy.
we'll
man.
figure it. I guess we're off next week. We're off also tomorrow, so this is the last show for like a week and a half. We'll figure it out. Not worried about it.
yeah. I mean, it's just
We'll still win total Wednesday will still be a thing. We'll keep it pushing.
we'll figure it out. It's just this guy. Kind of zip through. We're taking calls. Load them up. TJ, real quick though, before we get to the headlines, you have that link up. You could tease it. Whoa, put it back. DJ's Barstool. It's a great combo, right? Makes you think. All right, TJ, hit it.
Oh,
Whoop. Live in the store. Some cool designs. 4th of July. Just saying.
See a little grail in there? Did I?
Yeah, see some things.
Couple grails.
Check it out.
it's not live.
It's live.
Oh, can we see it? I want to like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get more.
Yeah, go criticize it.
Let the people see.
Criticize
it's
it.
on good quality
knock it
shirts,
down.
so I can't say anything bad about it.
Wait, you were good. You had bad things.
No.
prepared? Yeah, I know. Sometimes the Barstool
yeah.
shirt's a little tight.
This
Yeah,
is
I
on
know.
the good stuff.
Listen, I have
These are for the big boys.
real quick.
Yeah.
I have a quick thing about that shirt because I've been to DJs when. What did you know they had green walls?
Yeah.
Big F.
Yeah.
You did?
I've been there before, like last year. Yeah.
No, I have. I was with you moron.
No, I'm saying that wasn't my first.
Oh, it wasn't your
being
first
there.
four. Because I texted Fun Anthony, and he was like, I was like, oh, am I gonna see you later? He goes, I was like, are you there? He goes, are the walls green? I've been here since 10 a.m. Won't be leaving until close. I was like, I don't know if the walls are green.
I think that one's my favorite.
That one's fire.
Yeah,
I think
that
that's-
took a lot of
I think
revisions.
That's my favorite design.
That's pretty fucking
That's
sweet.
really
The
nice.
ice is beautiful.
Yeah, I know. It took a little bit. So shout out, obviously, the merch team did a fucking great job. Jeff D'Lo definitely helped with some things. I think it's really cool.
That one's cool. Too.
That one's awesome. It's got the
That one
DJ
on,
booth
too.
with the two
Yeah, that's
owners.
That's great.
It's fucking. It's pretty sick. So summer, like nostalgic, definitely cool shit. All right, we got people ordering them. All right, keep that up. That's a cool one too. Best seat in the house. It's got the Barstool right there. So yeah, I mean, summer, it's all ready to go. That's enough self promo for the day. Headlines.
Let's all do some self promo. Go, Big Ev.
You got self promo?
Big video coming out later. Me and Robbie were at PFL. Full video will be out. I think it's 3:30. The video will be out. I think it's gonna be really, really good with crazy stuff from the fights. We were rocking out former UFC champ Anthony Pettis. We were with him like the whole time behind the scenes, day before, day of. I'm still shaking from. We got to sit down for a couple minutes with Evander Holyfield, Randy Couture. Really good stuff. The fights were crazy. I posted just a little teaser clip of this insane knockout that happened in front of us, but the full video, shut up PFL. They're fucking awesome. Big fights tomorrow on ESPN Plus and ESPN. Great MMA league. It's the only actual league format. It's fucking awesome. Video is going to be out later today. Check out PFL tomorrow. They're the best.
I got fucking.
You still got things going here?
Let me tell you something. I had something. I got some good stuff in the works right now. I'm working with Nick, KB, Owen. I came to them with an idea, and yes, you wouldn't believe they liked it. So we got something in the works. It's very fucking funny. And the first episode, I think, is going to feature Jeff D. Lowe.
Okay.
But I got my own video, too. It's going to be good. I'm working on some things, you know? This fucking place.
We'll do the headlines real quick, and we'll just kind of zip through the calls. Doug Gottlieb, in addition to being, I know people are going to be like, oh, you fucking find a way to work this. I mean, it's a major headline. Have you seen what's going on with Freddie Freeman?
Yes.
Fucking nuts.
Of course.
There's a lot of elements to it. So we just unpacked it on Hot Ice. Like, Ev has a take where he thinks actually Gottlieb might be right.
I think you might be right. I do.
So what?
Because Freeman did fire him. So here's
What's going on with Gottlieb?
okay, so here's the situation.
Whistleblower.
Freddie Freeman gets to Atlanta this year for the first time, returning back, obviously being now playing for the Dodgers. The rumor comes out, Doug Gottlieb tweets that Casey Close, Freddie Freeman's agent, withheld the Braves' Godfather offer or final offer
Yeah, I know.
from Freddie Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Close comes back and adamantly denies it, but he did get fired mid-season. Freeman's crying. Freeman won't comment on it, which makes you believe like he's, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of implications here. If it's true, if it's not, like Gottlieb's in trouble if he lied about Close. Close is in trouble for withholding like literally.
He'd be fucked.
Like he might be like, yeah, I don't want to say disbarred, but a lot of these guys do have law degrees, but like he might be banned as an agent. He's gonna be fired. There's a lot. The thing I look at is I say it all the time. Like I equated it to like Barstool. Like PFT just went through a contract negotiation, right? And I know like there's protocol. Same with baseball. You go through your agent. Okay, so the agent communicates with the player. And the agent communicates with the team. So the agent gives the offer to the team comes back and he goes to the player, and they get revisions, and now we're going to make it work. But at any point when the Braves were looking at the possibility of it going sour and him losing Freddie Freeman, the GM couldn't make a call, the owner couldn't make a call. Like when PFT was going through his thing, like if it really went, thank God it didn't, but like Dave wouldn't make a call to PFT of like, hey, maybe me and you hash this out, pull on some heartstrings. Like I think the Braves would have done that. So for Freeman to not know about this mystery envelope seems a little.
See, I think you're.
There might be a flaw with that.
I think you're wrong. I don't think that it really never happens. I'm even talking about just knowing some things from players in the NBA and the MLB. Like they really don't know. Like when you see a trade happen, bro, they find out from ESPN just like we do. Like, and that's I always found it crazy. So unless it's like fucking they had a great relationship, you don't know their relationship at all. Like but they probably were just like, oh, the agent speaks for Freddie Freeman, so it's like, why the fuck am I gonna call him so it's like an ego thing almost at the same time.
Yeah,
because I think because imagine being here in the GM being like, and talking to the agent being like, yeah, Freddie doesn't want this, because that's what the agent's saying. It's not the agent, So it's like, why the fuck am I gonna call this guy who we pretty much given and we're telling him everything we want? Why am I going to call him and he's telling me no? Because now he thinks that Freddie Freeman's not calling him.
Okay, yeah, I mean it makes sense. Yeah,
just
obviously
like when
different
you break
opinions.
it down,
Yeah, it makes sense. I just it's for him to do fire. There's definitely like some validity to something. The guy got fired and he won't comment on it.
Was the deal a little less than the Dodgers?
That I don't know the
Well, so
exact specifics of it. Give your take on the whole thing.
What he's claiming, I guess, basically is that obviously he kept this bigger contract. But regardless, what I was reading, I think this to be true. I don't know it for a fact. Was that because of taxes, the money he's making that he would have made in Atlanta, with not this this potentially fugazi Godfather offer, the actual last offer that at least Freeman was aware of. Apparently, he still would have made more money because of taxes in Georgia as opposed to California. I do agree. I think what Rico's saying is possible because I think Freeman. I agree with you with obviously it's a cutthroat business, but I think Freeman was in a unique situation. Now we don't know for sure his relationship with the GM, president, whoever. I think it's possible that I would think that maybe if there was a scenario where that could happen, he would be one. But also playing devil's advocate to it, I also could see a scenario where the GM is like, we can get Matt Olson, who's younger, almost as good, for half the price.
Right.
Exactly.
So I do see that part of it as well, where this could be totally like a sham, and Gottlieb's not really a guy to trust in the first place in terms of just him putting shit out into the world. But the fact that Freeman goes to Atlanta, there's something about it that made me think that maybe he went to Atlanta and he had a conversation that maybe he should have had 6 months ago. And maybe there was a moment where he got to have it, and then he kind of, maybe somebody in the front office is, maybe asked him a question about you reconsider that offer, maybe think that, and he was kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I get your point. He probably made a comment.
It's for him to just fire his agent where, he's not, I said on ice, he's not a guy that is getting in trouble and need to call his agent at 2 a.m, fuck, I just got in trouble at a bar at 4 a.m. doing something stupid. I got into a fight. I got a DUI, something dumb. He's never had any off the field issues. The majority of him needing his agent is for a big contract negotiation like that. So for him to have this agent and then just fire him in the middle of the season, a few months later, doesn't really make sense. So that's the part of it that makes me think that maybe there could be some validity to it. Because just why would he just fire his agent like this for no reason?
100%.
He won't talk about it. So it seems to me, for me, I'm thinking my instinct is kind of telling me where there's smoke, there might be some fire.
And listen, and that's what I was thinking. Such an outrageous story comes out.
Yeah, it's nuts.
There is something that is true in there.
That's what I'm saying. There's something
no
in there.
Way that just comes out when there's that's just a crazy thing to make up.
Yeah, it's just insane. And because we were talking about hot ice too. I mean, if this agent really did that, I mean, he's gonna be canned forever. See, that's why I couldn't sit there. It's a safety hazard.
But I
might have died.
So obviously this is all happening. Bro, imagine being the Dodgers, all this is coming, the guy doesn't even want to be here anymore now. Is it
exactly.
in his head?
Well, he's still a pro. I think he'll still.
It was funny. He hit a home run in his first at bat last night.
Yeah, no, obviously he'll be fine. He's a baseball. It doesn't matter if you're a pro or whatever. These people, you still are thinking that in the dugout.
Yeah.
You're walking in there, it's okay, what the fuck? Do this guy actually want to be here? But they'll be fine.
But also, Carl was enlightening me that I thought Freddie
Freeman's a nut.
He thinks Freeman that he had heard that kind of around the organization that they didn't love him. And I was kind of surprised by that. I mean, he gets deeper into baseball than I do and probably knows some people there's podcasts with Arrieta. He knows probably some more people than I know that would be in the know. But I just always took it from outside looking in that the guy had been there forever. He'd been a great player forever. They won forever. They finally get over the hump, win a championship. I was surprised to hear that there was a chance that they would just kind of be good riddance to the guy.
No,
maybe he's a dick. I don't know.
No, I
have no idea.
I've actually heard through the grapevine as well that I think Carl's right. I think he wasn't hated. I think it was just more he's got an ego on him, and
that makes sense.
He treats the rookies not well, like that. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not putting that out there. That's allegedly. I don't know exactly, but I've heard that as well, weirdly, because that just sparked me oh, fuck, I've heard that. So, I mean, hey, but that's the thing. We don't know anything about these players ever. We just know a little. Aaron Judge, we know everyone says he's the best. We don't know anything, the best thing about the media now is that these players come out and start a podcast, and then you really start to hear about some people's opinion on others, It's crazy that we really just don't know anything about these players. We just base an opinion off we think Josh Johnson's an asshole just because it seems like he is,
Yeah. This situation is just so strange because there's so many layers to it that if any parts of it are correct, I mean, shit's going to hit the fan. Because that's if say hypothetically, if his agent legitimately did not relay to him this final offer, I mean, we're talking lawsuits.
Oh,
Like, we're talking like serious big money lawsuits.
He's never working again.
Yeah, we're talking him maybe like that's malpractice.
Bro,
Like
that is quite literally, if you say what an agent's job is tell them tell everyone
I
the off.
mean,
That's his only, like, his main job is to tell everyone what's going on.
Yeah.
And he just didn't do that at all.
that would be. I mean, yeah, he's never gonna work.
That's literally like a baseball.
Get, his agent license revoked.
That's a baseball player, a hitter, a DH going up to the bat and never swinging the bat.
Like,
That's
on purpose,
literally what it is.
It's crazy. I mean, it's a lot of elements. I want to see this story kind of play out. I think there's, it kills me. There's a possibility Gottlieb's right. There's a possibility Gottlieb's wrong. Like, what is his axe to grind with the agent? Is he just is he just addicted to the news breaking? How does Gottlieb, why is Gottlieb the guy to break the news? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
where is he coming
from? No,
from?
it really is crazy.
So that's, and again, I know it, like, people are always like, oh, you'll find a way to wedge him into anything. Like, it's truthfully the biggest story in baseball right now.
Somehow Gottlieb did just stumble into this.
Fucking crazy. I mean, he could have stole the documents. That's a very real possibility. But Sammy from L.A. with an MLB pick. Sammy, you're on.
What's going on, y'all? I got an MLB pick. Good afternoon to everybody except for Marty and Ev. Go Stros. But that's besides the point. Today.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got the Reds over the Cubs plus money. Graham Ashcraft is 4-0 in night games with a sub-1 ERA. And the Reds lineup tends to do pretty well against Kyle Hendricks. And away games, he's undefeated, Ashcraft. So give me the Reds over the Cubs plus money.
Yeah, Joey Votto crushes Hendricks. I love when guys start going fucking specific. Like, I mean, I'm the biggest. I should watch out. Lightning's going to strike me. But I am 15-4 and 1 in best bets on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the MLB.
You like 1-2 yesterday?
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, my God.
At 11:30. So this guy's saying 4-0 in night games. Like the other guy, 110 starts. Like, just narrow it down specifically. You can spin anything how you want to spin it. Big Tuna from Indiana on UFC.
Let's go.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's up?
Big Tuna here, ride or die. First time calling straight from the cubes today. I've got a UFC question here. I know Big Ev talked about it a little yesterday. I love Israel Adesanya. I think he's the best middleweight in the world by far. But at -455 Saturday night, I'm just trying to find the value here. Is it in the parlay, finish, decision? Just want to hear what you guys thought here. Thanks.
So I really like him by finish, which is plus money. It's plus 145 by finish. This fight is I think I said a little bit yesterday that it's giving me kind of the Paulo Costa vibes, and that Cannonier is kind of this big muscle-bound guy that I think he's just not in the same class as Adesanya. And I think these guys, if it's a technical kickboxing type fight, Adesanya is going to absolutely pick him apart. And I think Cannonier is going to have to take some risks even early, and I think that's going to play right into Adesanya's hand. I think he picks him apart. I think he knocks him out. I like him. I always take the finish because he's obviously a kickboxer. He's not a submission threat. At least he's not known to be. But when it's by knockout plus 150 and it's by finish plus 145, crazy shit happens in MMA. You never know. We saw him in the Gaslam fight throw up a triangle attempt. So I like him inside the distance plus 145. I think he wipes the floor with him. I really think he kicks the shit out of him and finishes him.
All right. Brandon from New Jersey, college football future. I wonder if this is Brandon Walker.
Nah, not him. What's up?
Oh, it'd be nice if he contributed to the show. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just coming in to give a pick. I love Quinn Ewers for Heisman at plus 5,000. I think that number is crazy. He's probably one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country, up there with Bryce Young. He's got tons of weapons: Xavier Worthy, Isaiah Nayer, Jordan Whittington, Bijan Robinson. That team's stacked. I know they haven't lived up to expectations recently, but Big 12's down this year with Oklahoma lost a lot. Iowa State lost a lot. Let me know what you guys think.
Well, all right, so then there's always a formula to it. First off, is Texas picked to win the Big 12? I saw them floating around at like 3 or 4, or second and third maybe.
Oklahoma's probably still.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Oklahoma's still picked.
Oklahoma State,
so the formula, you're on to something, obviously. You need a Power 5. Like, nobody's winning it outside the Power 5. It's just kind of how it goes. You need to be a quarterback. If you look most years, I would estimate it's 17 out of 20, 16 out of the last 20,
like that.
right? Something like ridiculous like that, like higher than 75%. But the other big thing, too, and this is how Joe Burrow won it, if you ask me. Obviously, he had a great year, but this really catapulted him. You started to see the odds fly. What is Texas's marquee game in September?
I think they have Alabama pretty early.
Okay. So that's a tall order to beat.
Look at the schedule. Like Alabama's probably lost week 3 or 4, but if they can play close, and then I think they have a stretch of like Oklahoma, Iowa State, Oklahoma State, like in some order in a row.
Yeah, I get it. It's that game you talk about. You know what I mean? Like same way. So if you think the Notre Dame kid or anybody on Notre Dame can make a run at the Heisman this year, a way that plays in though is beating Ohio State in Week 1. You can't argue that. The September marquee game where everyone's
Sure, but Notre Dame's got no high.
No.
Guys.
I got it. But a team like that, because that's just the one that pops off my head. The same way with Burrow over Texas those years ago.
See, to me, but
I think those
you're looking
September
at-
games pop you for sure.
No, but it's not the September game. It's the big November game is what like wins you, puts you over the.
That's what wins you it. But
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. I guess we're splitting hairs, but
I don't think it was.
beating Alabama is probably out of the question. I like the odds. I like 50-1.
I don't think it was just a bad flyer.
It's not terrible.
I mean, when you have two clear, when it's like kind of Young and Stroud are kind of these two favorites above and beyond, at least to start the season. A guy like Ewers who haven't seen play, he's 50-1. I don't think it's a terrible, talented kid. I don't think it's a terrible,
Right.
terrible
Makes sense.
shot, deep shot.
Yeah. Ryan from Brooklyn with NASCAR.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I know you don't really cover NASCAR too much, but I tell you what, the Xfinity Series on the Barstool Sports book, it is a gold mine. For this weekend, they're at Road America, and I have Ty Gibbs, who I feel like is the best road racer in the Xfinity Series at plus 700. And then I got Justin Allgaier and Noah Gregson, who both race for Junior Motorsports, who I feel like have the best cars in the Xfinity Series. And those are my 3 picks for this week's race. If you put $20 on each of those, you get yourself a nice steak dinner at night.
I thought he was going to say a car. I like 20 for a payout of a car. That's nice.
Well, you can't parlay 3 guys to win.
I'm just saying, you win. Bet 20 on one, win one for a car. Whatever.
Can we talk about? It's not even just Frank and whoever the fuck who do you hate here?
Meek Phil.
I mean, he assaulted Frank. Thoughts and prayers to Frank. The man,
that was
man got
wild.
kicked with a chair.
That
He
was wild.
does have bad legs.
But regardless,
Thoughts and prayers. Gaz, I don't know if Gaz is sanctioning this. I don't know what's
it's
going on.
actually like this is not trolling. This is the Yankees are totally out. I mean, they just keep winning. It's crazy. No one keeps betting them. But
Do you know what they are right now to win their division? Take a guess.
minus 300
No.
should be.
That would be a bargain.
Yankees?
Oh, it's
God,
way
it's minus
more.
like 1,000.
Bro, it's minus 1667.
Wait a second.
I swear to
we're
God.
11 games up.
I know, but
swear to
still,
God.
like, we got-
I tried to talk myself into Toronto at plus 1,700 like a little bit, and I look, you're like 13 games back. I'm
No,
like,
weirdly though, you should like 1,700.
Honestly,
it's crazy.
Not a crazy. Like that's
I must
a
think you're better hitching your wagon to like the Red Sox, to be honest.
I'm just saying.
sucks. Yes.
Crazy. League winners, Yankees. I'm sorry. That's league winners. Division winners, Yankees, minus 1667.
I thought I know they're 13.
Nuts.
So I thought it'd be like 500.
Yeah, that's why we don't let you set the odds.
I mean,
Artie says minus 300.
that'd be great.
That's like I was talking to Che.
we are almost like halfway through the season.
Che
A lot of games.
Che goes, we're talking about Division I basketball refs. I'm like, how much do you think these guys get paid? Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't Che. It was Pete. Pete goes, I don't know, $200 a game? I said, Pete, the guy who does Kansas, Oklahoma State gets $3,700. He's like, oh, wow, really? No fucking clue.
Regardless, the Mets. It's like I'm taking Frank and them out of it. It's still like these people on Twitter. It's like you guys are fine. Like you're the second.
I said it last night because I think we lost 2-0 to Verlander.
The
Okay.
Astros are the second best team in baseball.
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, I said it to Colin Cooper this morning. I almost apologized to him on Frank's. I think Frank is tearing this fan base apart. I'm going to be honest.
I think he is too.
I think he is tearing this Mets fan base apart because he almost has me in this pretzel where he's so negative to them that he makes me want the Mets to win.
Me too.
But that technically that's also what he wants.
Yeah, I know.
But when they win, no emotion, nothing.
No, he really doesn't.
Doesn't care.
Yeah,
But when they get when one runner gets on in the bottom of the second, of a 0-0 baseball game, he wants to light his fucking hat on fire.
Yeah, I think if he pulled it back and gave you
I think he's
rational
influencing-
takes, he could be.
It's because I can't. He's like, oh, they're not going to win any games in June. Then Kyle gelling with the Frank facts. He's like, they went 13-12 in June. And
The June, yeah.
And,
the June
now Frank, which I thought this was below Frank. I was disappointed in him. Frank's a tweet deleter. He was deleting tweets. I don't.
Of course he is.
Oh yeah.
That's like
Frank's been a.
you can't do that. Like you can't make all your like bogey BS takes and then just delete them when they're dead wrong because Lord knows they're wrong.
He's always been a
But
tweet
like
deleter.
he's got to find the middle ground. Listen, I like the shtick is good. I get it, but I mean you gotta like there's got to. If you get mad when they lose, you got to get excited.
Yeah, it's like, and we've pulled some fun wins out of our ass.
And I was even saying it yesterday to Jerry and like some other guys I was talking about. I was like, this Mets team is a different baseball team. They come, like you just said, they have came back big time, like numerous times this year. They have a new owner. Like they're actually spending money. They played so well without literally.
They play hard. They hit the ball. They hit the ball the other way. If you're a true baseball guy, you got to love this team.
I'm a big Buck Showalter guy. They literally have the two of the best pitchers in baseball who are both about to come back very soon. I think Scherzer's going to start, like I said, like next week.
Soon, very soon.
Sometime, like, and DeGrom is actually like.
He's got rehab starts. He's throwing whatever,
some,
yeah.
Like, bullpen stuff where he's
bullpen shit and then the rehab,
the next
yeah.
month or so, maybe it seems like, or close to it, maybe a little after. I mean, there's so much positive look at the Mets. It's just like I think he's influencing so many fans to be negative, where it's like I don't even think it's really like that many. It's just Frank is such a big presence and so negative that it's putting like a dark cloud over the entire fan base.
Saying all that, the Braves are going to win the division.
And that that's also the part of it too, where he's acting
That's
like
not even to be in a.
He's acting like the Mets are playing so bad. It's just the Braves are literally they just had the best month in the history of their franchise.
And we're still up 4 games.
Yeah, because the Braves had a slow
the Braves
start.
are very good baseball.
A slow start. It was like almost like, oh, is this a hangover? And then it's like, okay, no, they are still a very good baseball.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, the Braves are going to trade back for Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, bro.
They're going to retroactively figure out this deal.
That'd be so funny.
If they ruled in court and they were like, Freddie, you're entitled to this money or whatever, he'd be like, nah, I want, like, it's almost like a fucking Disney movie. He's like, nah, I want to just go back to the Braves.
And they win the World
Dodgers
Series
have to
again.
fucking swap all that shit. It'd be fucking nuts.
they just like give him a refund.
Yeah, it's like a reef. It's crazy. It's
Is there something? Is free agency start today in
NBA is
NBA?
that's another thing too. I had sold myself on for a minute. That listen, I don't love I like the idea for the Knicks of getting Brunson.
I don't.
I don't like it for the amount of money, and I don't like it for him being the best player. For a second, I got really sold in us trading for Dejounte Murray. Now Murray and Brunson, that excited me. I was like,
wasn't he in New York?
We were, I think, the other team trying to trade for him. Obviously, the Hawks made the trade, which really sucks. The Hawks are going to be really fucking good. That's a phenomenal young backcourt, and Dejounte Murray and Trae Young.
Yeah.
I just for a second got really like
Murray's not afraid of it. I mean,
Murray and Brunson.
Trae Young's not afraid of anybody either.
No, all Trae Young does is pack it up my ass. I mean,
he's in your ass.
Yeah, I mean, he lives in Jesus, and that's annoying because I wanted to like the guy, but he just murders me every time he comes to New York City.
It's just more, if you're like, okay, we're playing the Knicks today, who we D'ing up?
Brunson and RJ Barrett.
Jalen Brunson, it's like.
But see, Murray, Brunson, RJ Barrett is like your 1, 2, 3.
Very good.
That excited me as like 3 young guys.
Brunson
that
also,
you can build around.
I feel like is like, he's not. He was on the Mavs, right?
Yes.
And it was like he's
like became
obviously
like their second best player.
Luka is sick, and then that makes why Brunson is Brunson. If he just is.
He was really good running the second unit, but I agreed. Like,
but if he's just your main guy, it's like, all right, well, we could figure this.
Like him and RJ would kind of be like a 1-2. I think we're about to sign
RJ's
RJ
not even RJ. I think you should. I saw an article though too. I could be completely wrong, but I saw an article that they don't think he's worth the max.
RJ?
Yeah.
See, well, it's he's restricted though, so like if a team offers him a max, we would still get.
They protect these teams after his first 3-year deal.
Basically, he's
after
after Shaq, pretty much after he left Orlando 4 years. So, I mean, we basically get to match anything that anyone gives him. I don't know if a team's going to just go give RJ a max. I'm a big RJ guy though. He just keeps getting better every year.
He's starting to become.
I think he can legitimately become like an all-star caliber player down the line. He's only like 21 still right now, so I think his potential's through the roof. But I don't know. Just giving Brunson 4 years, $110 million is not
insane.
I don't love it. I mean, it seems like we're basically all in on that. We've traded away to get all this cap space to do it. We literally hired his dad as a coach.
Yeah.
Like it seems like that's
We're doing Cade Cunningham shit now.
like we're literally all in on
that.
Brunson, and I like Brunson. It just seems pricey for Jalen Brunson.
Also,
Forgot about that.
fuck the Pistons. They let go of Gaza.
I did see that. Yeah, he'll bounce back though. He'll hopefully gets a spot. Stanko, you can hold him for a little bit. I think we're all right. Prince from Ottawa.
Hey, what's shaking, boys?
What's up?
Quick thing. I'm just going to shout out my boy Daniel Alperton, who got inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame yesterday. Quick bad news. The Cardinals lost in the last ninth yesterday. Not a big baseball guy. I've been parlaying a couple of your guys' picks. A lot of green check marks. Cardinals screwed me, and it's all parlayed with my secret pick of the century. I almost don't even want to tell you guys because I feel like the line might go up, but I'm going to do it. There's a NHL scout in Ottawa that said that this guy is going second overall, and he's at a plus 175 yesterday. It's already at a minus 165 today. I got his name right here. Slavovsky. He's supposed to go number 1 overall. Now, that's the pick of the century. And real quick about the Giants, let's get back to little Archie here. Why do we not
Yeah, I'm in. Let's get Archie.
Archie.
All in on Archie.
It always comes back to little Archie.
Yeah, all right.
I promise if this guy went in,
we need a Manning.
It's a great point.
this guy,
You're right. Manning's win Super Bowls. You're right.
this guy went
Thanks,
into
bro.
draft day and went into the Giants room and he was like, "Hey, boys, we need a little Archie." It'd
I'd
be
be like,
like,
God, you're right.
God
You're
damn it,
so
we need
right.
him.
You're so right. I need that play as like my ringtone. Like we need a little Archie.
Little Archie. Jeremy from Ohio.
we all sound Irish, by the way. Not
I'm horrible with
Better.
accents. Jeremy, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Got a couple MLB picks. I like the Mariners. I take them anytime Gilbert's on the mound.
Yep, love it.
It has been very good.
Guardians, they got
Man, it's minus
I
235.
think Guardians too. Got Bieber on the mound.
Don't count their units.
Heard from an inside source that Bieber's back on the sticky icky. He's got a new formula. Okay, I just made that shit up. But go Guardians. Fuck.
I knew there was no source there, but I love it.
All right. Listen, Marty's like it's
That's the day
235.
game.
Yeah, we don't count their units. He gives us a winner. He gives us a winner.
No, you can't give out minus 235.
All right. Sometimes you can. Decucci, go ahead.
What's going on, fellas? I just want to get a quick conversation going about the ghost runner in baseball. I think it's probably the worst rule that's been put in probably 10 years. There's nothing harder to do in baseball than getting the hit and adding extra innings. Guys start in second base now. Just doesn't make any sense to simulate action in professional sports. I hate it. It doesn't make any sense. I know the lockout and the COVID whole kind of thing kind of spurred us for not really talking about it, but this is Manfred's biggest stain in my opinion. I'll hang up and listen to your guys' opinions. Thanks so much for having my call.
The problem I have is that they don't use it in the playoffs. How are you going to have a regular rule for the
No, I like it because listen, I think it spices up extra innings. As baseball people say is boring already. That spices up extra innings. Hockey does 3-on-3 overtime. They don't do it in the playoffs. No one complains. They love that. I don't think it's like baseball-wise, it's stupid. It's not baseball. It's just like this is crazy stuff. But everyone's fucking main thing is that baseball's boring. That is strategy. Do you bunt? Do you walk the first person? It's kind of a nice little change-up.
Now, where do you guys? So I've heard a lot of debates where there's obviously like Marty brought up like the 3-on-3 in hockey. Some could bring up in like college football, you're starting in the 25, and it's a back and forth. Where do you equate that to? I guess football would be the one you equate it to most because the argument I always hear with baseball about like having the guy in second is that it's the only overtime in any sport where you're doing something that would never happen in like the actual game.
Uh-huh.
Whereas potentially, like I understand the argument where in college football you can get a turnover, have a return, whatever, that you just end up on the 25. Where like basically saying it's not baseball, which is kind of what you said too. Basically that because someone's starting on second, like do you think it's kind of like the same as the like in NFL or not NFL in college football starting at 25 or the 3-on-3, or do you think it's like significantly like a different thing?
I think it's significantly a different thing. I really do, because it's like it's you play a full baseball game where that's never happened, like you said, and then all of a sudden you have to now, what pitcher are you going to put in there to try and get this guy not to score from second base? But then it's also offensive. Is he bunting? Is he going to walk him? Do we try and strike him out, walk this guy? Like it just creates a different aspect to the game. And to be honest, people are always like, oh, I love 19-inning, but no, you don't. 19-inning baseball games are fucking horrible. But this has been.
I weirdly love the extra inning NL games that go 16.
But the thing is, this is also like those. One. I also kind of like, though, like one run doesn't take you out of it.
Yeah,
it's like you get one run. It's like, okay, now we just need to do.
It's great for overs.
It's great for overs. I just think that it's one thing that baseball can change a little bit, and it's like it's a little exciting.
It's also good, weirdly, for
purist of baseball fans
they
hate it because it's like, oh, it's not baseball. It's like, yeah, I love it. Like I like the old one too, but I think it's like they at least are trying to change a little bit.
It's weirdly great for laying 1.5 as a road team.
Yes,
like you're back in the mix as a road team.
But even as the home team, because like you used to need like get a guy on one swing of the bat. Now it just starts the inning. One swing of the bat.
Yeah, like you can.
But
get
laying 1.5. I'm saying.
1.5. The guys.
Oh, the home run. Okay. Yeah.
Where it's like a walk-off solo is because they can't happen.
One swing of the bat
you're
gets
right.
you there.
Yeah. But it does seem like the away team like kind of builds those 3-inning or 3-run innings in extras, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Does seem like the road team can put.
It weirdly does seem like the road team has the advantage.
Like they can get going.
It feels like that sometimes.
It feels like where it's like, why do they get to have the first one? But then it's like.
But it's only if they get the momentum.
It's like because I'm thinking because mostly I'm watching.
If you get out of it quickly, all you need to do is you can bunt the guy over to third or a little dribbler to the right side. He gets to third. Now we just need a sack fly.
It's kind of cool where sometimes they do different things where it's like depending who's up, are they bunting or are they. Do they walk? What are you looking at?
I didn't know she was back. It's not a big deal.
Oh, Stu brought her in a cake.
Oh, okay. She told me.
An awkward pause.
Told me she was leaving. That's all.
Oh yeah, I think she is.
Okay.
I don't know. Fucking know.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, I think it's a little. I think it's a wrinkle that like I don't think Manfred has a lot of problems. I don't think that's the one that we should pick on.
Yeah, I got it. Sean from Massachusetts, pick of the year for Marty.
What's up, boys? I'm going to do a gas him up Thursday. Marty, you're a fantastic guy, no matter what anybody says.
That's my guy. Someone clip
you're a great gambler.
Thank you, sir.
You're a great gambler. Enrico, you're a man of principles, and I respect it.
Thanks. What's your pick of the year?
So, Marty, we're going in the WNBA.
Yes.
New York Liberty, -5.5.
I fucking love that. The game's on Twitter, too.
Yeah?
Better.
That's fantastic.
It's even better. Yeah, I love it.
I have to play it now.
I love. You know what? That's on my card now. I love that pick.
What's her? How do you say her last name? Onesco? Sabrina?
Yeah, it's something like that. I just love that. Where's the game on tonight? Twitter.
On the Twitter. Matt from California. Matt, you're on.
Yeah, hey, I got a couple futures for the Giants. The first one, Brian DeBoer, Coach of the Year. Second one, Daniel Jones, MVP.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Parlay him, buddy. I love it.
Daniel Jones,
All right.
MVP. I'd come.
Why do we need Archie when we got the MVP? It's crazy. I love it. Wait, he's gassed up.
The guy off.
He might have had a few. I think he celebrated the holiday a little early. It was a good call. He's
fucking Brian Dable.
I didn't think he was going back.
The funny thing is, I could also see like the Giants can have an MVP season from Daniel Jones and not make the playoffs.
No. He has an MVP season, we're winning the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I think you could see it.
If he plays like the MVP, if he plays Patty checkdowns, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, if he outplays those guys enough to win the Most Valuable Player award, I mean, the Giants might win 17-0 if he wins.
Yeah, it's also true.
Crazy. Joey Freshwater from Louisiana with an MLB pick. I wonder if this is the Joey Freshwater.
What's up, Rico? You got me?
Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's get a little gas 'em up Thursday going. Let's go starting the boot. TJ, best producer in the damn game. Can't wait to watch the case race later. Rico and Ev. Rico, day one rider. Ev, best football capper at the company. Hot ice is killing the game. Y'all keep giving best bets. I'll keep tailing. Marty, coin boys over blackjack boys for life. You and Dana are dynamic. Fuck the haters.
Yeah, I love these. Clip this shit. I love these guys.
Wait. We need all the vibes. Say something nice about Iona and Stanko.
I didn't know who they were. That's why, I had something for Za. He wasn't there, so I don't know them.
What? Give it to Za right now, then.
No, Iona. He deserves. Say something nice about Iona.
Yeah, Iona, don't know you. I feel like you got positive vibes.
He thinks Iona's his name. All right, Joey. Sorry, get to your pick. Go ahead.
Iona, I don't know you.
My bad. Didn't know. Look, here's the play today.
Sounds like a country song. Iona, I hardly knew you. Go ahead.
Ball Thursdays promo. Shout out Megan Making Money, who's never in the office. I'm going Eugenio Suarez to hit a bomb. He leads the team in homers. And, hey, if it doesn't hit, the Mariners are going to walk all over the A's. A's are big trash. Thanks for taking my call. I'm out.
Love
Suarez
that call.
Stinger, done.
Makes sense.
Call.
Christian from Oregon. Which NBA team is having the worst offseason?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Real quick, just before I get into that, what happened to Wacky Wild Parlays? I missed that segment. It was so electric.
You can.
Me and you did it the one day.
Yeah. The
We'll have to do it again.
Wacky Wednesday parlay. Yeah. Tweet at J McCarthy 55. He shut it down. The direct quote was, "I hate the people, and I don't want to pay these out if they win." I'm definitely making that up. But you can tweet angrily at Jack McCarthy. I would like 50 tweets in the next 19 minutes, please. J McCarthy 55. No, we'll get it back. Wednesdays are going to be, you know what? Fuck it. The day of the, it's 4th of July. It's the,
next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday. We'll figure something out. We'll pick it out of a hat. We'll get it going. I like it.
All right, yeah, I'll get on his ass. Real quick, so, NBA free agency today, so things can definitely change, but who do you think is really having the worst NBA, the worst offseason right now? Because I feel like right now, my Charlotte Hornets, they are dropping the ball. I mean, they're bringing back a guy who they fired back in 2018. Two guys are looking at potential jail time.
I did see that.
And yeah, I mean,
Miles Bridges last night too.
Miles Bridges going? What happened to him?
Domestic violence literally last night.
Yeah, tough.
Stupid.
He was about to get a max contract probably.
What a stupid.
He still might. I mean, who the fuck knows what's going to happen? The actual incident? Yeah, I mean,
it's on TMZ.
I don't think I could argue with the Hornets. I would say I don't love what the Knicks have done.
That's what I was gonna say. I really don't love what the Knicks are doing.
I mean, you can't compete with two guys going.
Yeah, we at least we have two of our players on in jail.
So you may not have seen it. Did you, Marty? Did you see where the kid Baldwin ended up?
No.
He was supposed to be like a top 10 pick when when they were saying that, right? He ended up at Golden State.
Yeah, with the Warriors.
I think that's a great fit.
I
don't know what he can do. I know he had top 10 talent.
At
he
some
was hurt.
point, he'll just be the best player.
I like guys like that. It's the Spurs always got guys like that. Like I think Golden State again is just like doing the right thing.
Hey, I really think.
But to answer your question, I
biased.
don't love what the Knicks are doing. I also don't love, even though he re-signed Kyrie, I think it's fucking mayhem with the Nets. I really do. I think it's mayhem.
I just don't think you can, no matter what, dude. I've told you this again. Kyrie can win you games no matter what.
That's fine, but it's still you still got all that shit.
Well, it's not good that you don't
Kevin
Durant doesn't want to play for your team anymore after 2 years.
No, it's definitely not good. Stanko, hold them up. We'll speed through them. Zach from Georgia, college football.
What's up, boys? First time caller. I was on July 1st every year during the dead of the off season for college football. Me and my buddies get together and talk about our favorite week 1 picks. And huge Georgia football fan, and I was actually looking at the line, and it has Georgia laying 17.5 against Oregon, with Lanning heading over there, and with Georgia losing so many pieces on defense and 2 great running backs. That line just seemed really large to me. And I was also just kind of wondering what y'all's opinion was on Stetson Bennett. It really is difficult for me because I don't like him as a quarterback. I think he's super mediocre, but it led to the first championship in 40 years. But we did the same thing with loyalty with Jake Fromm, and it cost us Justin Fields. So I know Big Ev loved that, and I'm just really concerned about the couple of young bucks that we have. That if we run another year with Stetson Bennett, that we lose them too. Curious what y'all think.
To answer your question, I do think that line's a little lofty. Georgia, as much as they beat down teams, it doesn't seem like they blow them out on offense. And I'm remembering that one game. Was it Arkansas? They were up like 35-0 in like the first quarter last year. Wasn't it like you'd have to pull it up. I know it was like
I know what game it was.
I think it was Arkansas, but Georgia beat the brakes off of them like early.
I mean, their defense was kicking the shit out of people.
I think Georgia though is one of those teams who kind of, when they have a lead, they're okay winning like 24-10. You know, and like they beat the shit out of them, but they don't run it up. You know what I mean? So I think 17 week 1. I don't know, but they also could pitch a shutout against Oregon. So. All they would need is 3 scores, and 21-0 gets you the job done. So
it's just tough for a week 1 team like that when they literally just lost almost the entire defense. I agree with what he's saying on Stetson Bennett because I was kind of the same way last year where I thought that I remember I made this point. Me and Brandon got deep in talking about it. That I basically said I thought the difference between Saban and Kirby Smart was that Saban had the balls to at halftime make a move. And not that it even had to be something that dramatic, but I thought all year what was going to cost him was going to be not going to JT Daniels. Obviously, listen, I was proven wrong. He stuck to his guns.
Yeah.
It worked out for him. God bless him. He won a national title. But I agree with him as the Georgia fan, like his sentiment that probably cost. Listen, you would keep the championship to get rid of JT Daniels, like vice versa. But it's tough to say, like, I think you had a better quarterback on the roster. And now this next year, it's probably going to hinder you because now he's at West Virginia, and you had to play Stetson Bennett. And I don't think the team is as good, but I just think it's a weird spot as a Georgia fan because you won a natty, so you can't.
The trump card
you
is
can't
always,
knock it. You won, like you won a title.
And I get what you're saying, and obviously Justin Fields is better than Jake Fromm, and in this case, but. Is JT Daniels better than Stetson Bennett?
Because I think way better.
But
he's way better.
Stetson Bennett did go win it.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can't.
I know.
Like when the chips were down.
But yeah.
When the chips were down, Kirby Smart. And at the end of the day, he made the right call. I mean, could you have won with JT Daniels? Maybe. But I mean, you can't go back and be like, oh, I would change it. You won the championship. You won it convincingly.
Yeah, exactly.
It does put you in a weird spot where I think now you're playing with probably an inferior quarterback than you could have been, but. You're the champion, so it is what it is.
Jackson from Chicago. Jackson, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? Just jumping back to Frank, lifelong Twins fan, and Emilio Pagan has blown 4 games against the Cleveland Guardians in the last week. The Twins should have an 8-game lead in the division. They have a 2-game lead and are fumbling everywhere. So watching Frank complain about the Mets when they're still in best record in the NL, still really good. Meanwhile, the Twins are blowing games every single night. It's just, we lost 18 straight playoff games. I got to say, it's just unbelievable. It's so frustrating.
And going off his point, what really hit me too was Castellani tweeted about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy is fucking like I mean, obviously they had their little runs in the 2010s. They made the
couple, yeah.
Yeah, they made a couple they made a World Series. They made a ALCS, a couple ALCS. But I mean, it's just, you got like when Castellani's sitting there, he's making Shakespeare references over Frank's videos, and I'm like Castellani would suck dick to be in first place.
Exactly.
Like this guy lives, breathes, dies Tigers baseball.
And it's not like they lost to the fucking Pirates yesterday.
No, I
know they lost to a
that's
whole.
what I said to Colin Cooper when I walked in this morning too. Like listen, the Mets. I think they've lost 5 of 7. I mean, that's gonna happen to the Yankees at some point. It's a 162 game season. It happens to literally everybody.
Everybody except one.
Big F, you see this July we have?
Good, gotta be good.
We got the Guardians, we got the Pirates, we got the Royals, we got the Orioles.
But see, we're the weird team where almost like scares me.
Yeah, what if that's when it goes?
I know we have. I just don't want to get into.
You keep getting.
I don't want to
and they keep fucking saying.
No, but I'm not scared of like them as a team. I'm just like, at some point in a long season, you're gonna have a little.
Well, the Red
like
Sox
a slump.
The Red Sox and Astros are mixed in there too in July.
Yeah,
like we still got
some respectful.
The Astros are only 1 game right now, right? And then I think it's 1 game. Then we play the Guardians. I think it's
it's just 1. Yeah.
Nick from Chicago.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I got a little bit of a NBA future for you guys that I'm in love with. It is Anthony Edwards to win the most improved player next year. He's currently tied for the highest odds with R.J. Barrett, your guys' guy, at plus 1,300. Anthony Edwards, obviously first overall pick a couple of years ago, has done nothing but improve in this league. We saw in the playoffs him take over even more. The Timberwolves are shopping D'Angelo Russell. I think it's his team. I think it's his league to kind of take over and take that next step. And we see kind of the John Morant where it's a star to a superstar type getting this award.
I don't hate it.
He might play football.
He might act.
See that fucking throw?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was great in Sandler's movie.
I haven't seen. I want to watch it.
Sucked. Justin from New York, UFC. You got a minute. Go ahead, Justin.
All right. Quick pick. Alex Pereira over Sean Strickland for a variety of reasons. I'll just cap it off by saying UFC wants him to win. It's at pick'em odds to lock. Put everything you own on it responsibly.
I'm actually the opposite. I really like Strickland.
I always was waiting for you to.
I think Strickland's gonna wrestle.
All right.
The one thing he is 100% right. The UFC wants Pereira to win so badly.
That's always
It sets up a massive fight with Adesanya and him.
Yeah.
I think Strickland's gonna win with wrestling. I think if it stays on the feet, Pereira's just basically the backstory for the people that don't know. They had fought in kickboxing. They fought twice in kickboxing, Adesanya and Pereira. Pereira beat him the first time. It was controversial. The second time, knocked him out cold. Crazy. And Adesanya was winning the fight, picking him apart. He just got caught with one. He just got caught slipping, got comfortable, and not flatlined him, KO'd him. And I think just setting that up, just playing that highlight and them getting to fight in MMA will be a massive fight. Probably the biggest fight that Adesanya will have been a part of. So he's right that they definitely want that fight to happen. I think Strickland's going to fuck everything up and he's going to win.
Speaking of teams who want things to win or leagues wanting to win, I saw a TikTok the other day of Shaq trolling Vlade Divac in 2002 probably on a fucking an old ringtone that was just the sounds to the Cheers theme, and he was like, Vlade, you gotta go where everybody knows your name. Or so, it's fucking it sounds so dumb, but it's Shaq. Obviously, it was funny. It was unbelievable. Rob from Massachusetts, and the league definitely wanted the Lakers to win that.
What's going on, fellas? Glad to see you holding down the fort while Brendan Walker drinks his champagne and eats his caviar on his yacht with his big fat contract. I just had a quick question. 4-point play or 4-point field goal in basketball, you guys think that's ever going to happen, and what's your take on it? I know the game evolving with Curry just hitting from half court almost every other game. Do you see it happening? And if you do, are you a basketball purist, or do you think it's gimmicky?
So I don't know. I mean, obviously
I think that's completely gimmicky.
The criticism is that they shoot too many threes, so we're going to add in something now to...
They're going to love the 4.
They're going to love the 4.
I love trying to mix up the game a little bit, but that, to me, is a little much.
Because I don't like seeing...
You have to take...
the only way...
Exactly.
If it's a low percentage shot...
I don't like it in general. The only way I would like it would be if it was an entire another line. I don't like just 2 spots in the court. You know what I mean?
It have to be
oh no, I think he's saying a lot. I think it would be a line.
I think because I know they've used it in different all-star type games where they put just 2. I think they did it in the the TBT.
Yeah, they
just put 2 random spots in the court. I think it's got to be an extra line. But I mean, it's already so tight on the sideline. You can't really make it.
No.
You can't make it any longer on the corner 3.
That's just too much.
I'm not crazy about it.
Big Will in New York on the Yankees to end us before we get to the picks.
Appreciate the call, gentlemen. Thank you very much for that. Listen, I will make it real simple. Yankees are definitely taking the championship. It's not even a close call anymore. I'm taking Yankees money line today, and I'm actually going to parlay that with Giancarlo Stanton home run.
Yes, sir.
You cannot blame at all that pick. Giancarlo Stanton has made the Astros their father, bro. They have dominated. I have full-on faith today in Yankees making the weekend starting off on a hot note. I want to appreciate you guys for taking that call. Marty, Columbus over everything, best thing on Twitter by far. Big Ev, big guys unite all day. Enrico, I'm a born rider, die rider all day.
Thanks.
Let's fucking go.
Live along.
Yankees are winning today. That's why they were my best bet on hot ice. They're on the card.
2:30.
Yankees money line. Winner.
Fast, huh?
Let's do them fast. I stink. Here you
I'm
go.
in first. I'm going first.
I stink. I give the people the losers first. I got the Brewers. I got the Padres. I got
40 units, this guy.
I got the Yankees. Wait, hold on. Yankees. Who are the Yankees playing today?
Astros.
Yankees, Astros over and the hit parade. Thank you. I thought I typed it wrong.
I already said I'm on the Yankees. I'm on the Braves money line as dogs plus 135. You know I need the day action starts in 10-15 minutes. Twins Guardians over 8.5. I don't care that Bieber's on the mound. The guy said himself he made up there's
Justin
no sticky
Bieber?
icky. No sticky icky.
Justin
over
Bieber?
8.5 and the Brewers money line minus 120. Bada bing, bada boom.
I got the Braves as well. I got the Yankees. I got the Brewers. I got the Rays. I got the Cubs. And I got the Dodgers. We're parlaying all of them as well, just in case, so I could beat that fucking
Yeah, I was going to
Mincy.
say, you're going to make an effort to win.
We're parlaying all. I'm having an actual good month. He's having a gimmicked plus 43 unit month.
What's the parlay?
Yeah, it is kind of 15 units.
The parlay is the Braves, the Yankees, the Brewers, the Rays, the Cubs, and the Dodgers.
And then you also have separately the Liberty, or do you not want it?
Yeah, we're gonna separately put the Liberty
All right.
there.
Tweet out what that pays.
DJ, if we have to get kicked off, we'll get kicked off. But any teas for the case races right now? Throw some promos.
Shane Gillis is a beast. That's the teaser. We
All right.
brought Shane Gillis in because we wanted a ringer. We knew he's like a drinker. He put down 18 casually on Rogan last weekend. He's a beast.
All right.
Hey, there's fireworks for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, check out the Yak.
How long is it, TJ?
4
I
hours.
believe the final export was like 3:40.
3 hours and 40 minutes?
Yeah, that wasn't the race was much shorter than that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It'll be right here. If you're watching right now, you just stay here. It should take you right to the page. So
yeah,
it's worth watching.
Frank and Doug.
You see the promo clip?
Yeah, I saw it.
Wild.
Chase
I don't want to spoil it. Frank and Doug's win. Spun a wheel for extra teams or who was left in the office. Frank and Doug's win. Sorry to ruin it. Happy 4th of July. Drive responsibly. God bless America.